Welcome to Y'all Gaming, the only show on the internet that asks, are y'all gaming? How you guys doing today? We're here with another episode. We know it's been a little while, but we are finally back. And guys, today, Y'all Gaming is presented by Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app and use code Y'all Gaming for a deposit match up to $100 if that's something you want to do. I'll tell you a little bit about that later. But for right now, we're talking about some games. It's been a while, TK. How have you been, my friend?
I've been good, been on the game grind. One of the games that I've been playing, we talked about a while ago, was Spiritfall, and it's come out in
Right?
1.0. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, you got to beat the game with every weapon, and then I think something major happens. I'm of 3 out of the 5 weapons, so I've been enjoying that. That's my like off stream, sit on the couch and play type game.
Sure.
Uh, and that's been nice. So yeah, other than that though, just gaming and commentary.
I was gonna say you just were at in Florida, right, for TNS.
Yeah, yeah, we did a little Tekken, a little Grand Blue, a little Smash Brothers. It was a good time.
We'll be talking about Tekken in just a little bit. Actually, I think that's probably gonna take up the most of today because the other two games are just for me. I don't think you've played either of them, but we'll start off. You playing any Helldivers?
No, but like I've seen a lot about it, and I feel like I would play it, but like I also feel like I need a group of people to play it with,
Yes, right.
and I don't have a group of people that I would play it with yet. So at least not that I know of. So that's the only reason I haven't got it. But it definitely seems fun. I've watched a decent amount of the gameplay for it. It looks pretty fun.
Me, Larry, and Ray have been playing it a lot. I actually stopped because I got into Tekken.
Hmm.
But I was on it a lot, and I love that game. Very good game. Did you ever play any? I mean, you play like the Warriors games, right? Like Dynasty Warriors,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
one. So like the whole like dive into battle, kill 100 small enemies with one hit. It's kind of like that, the Muso
Hmm.
game. However you want to, I don't know how it's said, but it's like that kind of deal.
Okay.
But it's so good. It's so good. I don't really know how to articulate it without actually playing the game, but
I mean,
um,
well, but what do you like about the game outside of it's like? Do you even like Warriors games?
no.
Oh, okay. I
No,
was
it's
like,
just, but the reason that it's not good because of that. Like I've played a couple games sort of in this ilk, like Earth Defense Force is kind of similar, and there's a
mm,
couple other things. It's very. Have you ever seen Starship Troopers?
yeah.
It's that. It's literally just that. Like it's that movie 1-to-1, but in a game. So you drop on a planet, you're going to die. You get 20 lives. You're expected to die. It happens all the time. You could die in one hit. Um, and you can call in like airstrikes, call down weapons. It's super cool, really good with a group of friends. Would not recommend playing it alone, especially right now because you can get kicked from a party for no reason. The game really yeah, it's weird because the game really encourages like camaraderie and like loyalty, and it's like you could play with total strangers. And what I did, I was having a lot of fun. It was fine, but apparently now people are just being assholes. And they'll just kick you from the game for no reason right before it's about to end, so you get no XP. So.
Wow.
Um, yeah, people are awful in the game now, and I think it might be just because the big rush is gone. But
What happened
uh,
to that? What happened to that Dino game? Was it called Primal? When you were like,
Exoprimal, yep,
yeah, what happened to that game, bro?
it's still there. It just, let
I
me.
thought that was really about to be it, bro. I thought that was gonna be like the Mecha Dynasty Warriors, man. It looked the gameplay trailer definitely looked like it was kind of selling me, and I think with the way you're describing Helldivers makes you feel like it will
Very
kind of be like
similar.
that, but
Yes,
maybe people just don't. I mean, who can? I mean, dinosaurs, bro, in 2024. Like,
it's
I don't
not
know.
even that. Did you play Exoprimal?
No.
So I did, and
Hmm.
the issue with it is that it was weirdly like it was PVE, but at the end it became PvP. So it's like you do all these PvE missions of like clearing out dinosaurs, and then at the very end it was like, okay, now you fight the other team, which sucks because it's like that you might have some fun PvP matches in the last 5 minutes, or you're just gonna have this like brain dead steamroll until that point. Um, I think Helldivers does a good job because it makes the game crazy hard, and it you're not expected to win or last all that time. So it's like, okay, we're trying to do this together, and there's no PvP element or like me versus you. You're doing it together. You're trying like there's no reason to kill each other. You can, but there's no reason to do it. So I think that encourages a little bit more. Exoprimal, looking at it right now, has 76 players.
Oh
Um,
God.
yeah, 24-hour peak of 116, all-time peak of just under 5K. So, but you're right. It fills that same kind of like shoot lots of enemies that are running at you like hundreds, at a time, but it's just I don't know. Helldivers is way better, bro. I don't know what else to say. It's very
I
good.
think I like that idea though, because that was another idea. The cycle did that. Um,
Hmm.
where like you did a bunch of stuff around the map or whatever, like there was objectives to do, and then there was a fight near the end. Like you could fight while you're doing it too if your team like shows up near another team.
Right.
But like the whole point of it was like one team was supposed to get extracted or something at the end. So the place would close in on the chopper, and like all the stuff that you did would kind of matter near the end. And that was like a really cool idea of what I think was trying to be a BR, but it doesn't sound like Exo Primal was trying to be a BR. It sounds like it was trying to
No.
be like a Musu game with like a little extra element, and the extra element doesn't seem as fun. So Exoprimal announced a Mega Man collab and some more suits in the. Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, it's
Um,
weird because it's like they're doing like weird collect. Like they did a Street Fighter thing. They're doing that, but I don't think they like care about it. Like that's I don't know why they're putting all this stuff into it. That game is dead, dead. Like
Capcom
why?
they definitely make some weird decisions because
Yeah.
you have your flagships, you have your Street Fighter, and you have your Monster Hunter, and clearly they put it in that. But then you have some other games that feel like people are asking to bring back, and they're just like, nah,
Like
nah, we're good
what?
on that, bro.
Like
Like
what is
Power Stone
Capcom?
2.
Oh well, okay.
Like
Jeez.
Rival, like right. Well, I don't know if Rival Schools is their thing. Is that their thing?
It is.
Rival school. Oh, rival schools will be. We could bring that back too. That would be nice. Uh, they're still doing Mega Mans, but I feel like Mega Mans all feel like they're like. There's no innovation in the Mega Mans lately. I feel like it's
Right.
just
They
kind of
kind
like,
of they're kind of dead there.
yeah.
I'm a little. I've thought of Capcom so differently for the past like month and a half because I saw there was some tweet that hit my timeline and it listed like all the richest companies in Japan, and obviously Nintendo's number one, they're huge, and then they showed a bunch of Japanese companies, and like Konami's really big because they're big into gambling and pachinko or whatever. Capcom is like poor.
Oh no.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so, right? Because like Monster Hunter is huge, Resident Evil is huge, Street Fighter's doing really well, but Capcom is hurting. And when I see that, I'm like, oh, what franchises do they actually have? And it feels like they don't have as many as I think they do. You know what I mean? Like, they had all
Yeah,
those fighting game franchises, but now they're putting all their eggs in the Street Fighter basket. So it's like, I don't know if we'll ever see those again.
I
Um,
went to their little wiki real quick, and let's see. As far as their franchise, they have 19 4X. Never heard of that. Ace Attorney, Bionic Commando, Breath of Fire, Cyberbots, Darkstalkers, Dead Rising, Devil May Cry, Dino Crisis, Dragon's Dogma, which just got a release, so that's good for them, I think.
sure.
Final Fight, Ghost and Goblins, which will never come out again.
No,
Lost Planet, Marvel vs. Capcom, Mega Man, Monster Hunter, Okami, Onimusha, Resident Evil, Power Stone, Rival Schools, Sengoku Basara, uh, Star Gladiator, Steel Battalion, Street Fighter, Strider, and Beautiful Joe. See, they could bring back Beautiful Joe, bro.
I I
Come on.
guess.
All right, bro.
That
You're
sounds like a $30 indie title, bro. I
all
don't,
right,
I
bro.
don't know if I'm feeling
That was a
that
good
one.
time, bro. It was a good time. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I forgot they have Dragon's Dogma, which is apparently like, that new one's coming out soon or whatever. But
Yeah, it's pretty big, but it does feel like there's like when I list all this, I think currently right now they have Ace Attorney out, Dragon's Dogma, which is finally coming back out, Marvel's Capcom, which honestly they don't even really have that out. People are just still playing
right.
the older versions. Mega Man, Monster Hunter, Resident Evil, and Street Fighter are like really what they have going for them right now. So I don't know, man. I guess they are kind of struggling a little bit.
I didn't realize that Monster Hunter World was so big. Jesus, dude. 20 million sales.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. People love Monster Hunter, bro. Like and Monster Hunter is still Monster Hunter World is still being sold. I think even more than Rise. Even though Rise is the newest one, so
Yeah,
I like Rise more because I just kind of like the movement of it. But I think that like if I were to jump back into a Monster Hunter, like I definitely did not play Iceborne, so like there's no reason for me not to try to go back and see what Monster Hunter,
sure.
the old Monster Hunter is like. But there is this like there's a whole nother system in Rise that makes it so like there was a little more, I guess, action included into that. But yeah, I mean, I think people just really love Monster Hunter World. So yeah,
Yeah. I was blown away by those sales because I always thought Monster Hunter would be like a niche series, but Jesus. Yeah, anyway, back
anyway,
to Helldivers. Had
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of issues at the beginning. The servers were dead, bugging out all the time. I had a bug where you're supposed to be able to progress difficulty, so you start on like simple, then it's easy, then it's medium, hard, whatever. And the only way you can rank up is by doing a mission in the previous difficulty, but it wouldn't let me off easy, and I was level like 20. So I'm like not having any fun. I had to play with my friends to like keep ranking up, and I
Mm.
went to their server, and they just kept telling me like, "Yeah, we're looking into it. We don't know how to fix it. It's a known issue." Blah blah blah. By the way, and this is completely off topic. One of the most irritating things to me in a Discord server is when they make me play their little games or do their stupid ritual to get in. I went to the Helldivers Discord, not because I want to be part of a community, but because I'm pissed off about this bug. And I go in and they're like, "Hello, comrade. Whose side are you fighting for? Are you on the side of Super Earth or are you a bug menace?" Shut the up, man. I'm like actually mad. I paid you $40 to play the game and I'm not able to, and you're trying to make me do this fun little role play thing. I was so mad, dude. I hate it when servers do that. Just get me to support so I can figure out how to fix my issue. I'm not enjoying this.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah, yeah.
in, man.
I get that. Yeah, that sounds very unfun. I will say. So
It made me furious. But yeah, Helldivers is great. You're right. You should only play it with people. I feel like it's not fun in solos, but it's a good time. It's a good time. Guns feel good. They're putting out patch updates. Very hard, which I think is refreshing. So good game though.
all right. Well, up next, we're going to talk about your other game, which I keep seeing a lot more people playing. It seems like something I would like because it's a roguelike, but
Yes.
it's a deck builder, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll keep this one short. You
Mm.
should play Balatro. I don't know if you
Okay.
should play Balatro, like you TK looking through the screen. I don't know if you should play Balatro. Yeah, you Balatro.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah, yeah.
know. But I think other people should play Balatro because I think it's very good. It is a roguelike, but it's not really a deck builder because I mean I guess it technically is. It's just it follows poker rules. So the idea is you get a deck of cards, so 52 cards, and you just play poker hands and try to beat scores. And then you get sort of modifiers that change things. So like extra points on a flush, extra points on two pair, whatever. And there's some really inventive stuff. I it's just very good. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to it. There's not a story. There's no intrigue. It's just a good ass game. Um, I don't really have anything beyond that.
Okay. Good
That's
ass
it.
game, Balatro.
Yeah.
Good out of 10. Should play, but maybe not me because that's not my type of game. But maybe it could be my type of game, but probably isn't though.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like I don't. I mean, it's a roguelike, but it's not. There's not any action or skill expression, or it's not like a combat thing. It's literally just you get better at it as you go, and you can get random modifiers. But it's not like a roguelite in the way that like you progress. I don't know how to put it. It's weird, but it's very good, and I like it a lot. And you should play it.
Skill expression is such a that's not melee coded word, bro. I don't know
You
why.
think so?
Anytime I hear skill expression, I'm like, all right, melee. You know.
You think it's like a platform fighter on Steam trying to like appeal
But
to
yeah,
you? Yeah.
yeah, every time. So yeah, I was like, all right, yeah, no, but we have wave dashing. Okay, all right,
Awesome.
yeah, that's it. All right. Anyway,
Cool.
yeah, but I get you though. I won't say that I would never play it. I just would say, you know what, I'm gonna put it on my wish list, and if it goes on sale for a reasonable price, Balatro is for $15 to play poker.
Yeah, but it's good ass poker though.
Add
It's
to wish
good.
list.
It is so addicting, man. Like it is. I've wasted so many hours playing that game, and it's so good. And it's so stupid. It's the same thing over and over. I kind of fallen out of it now, but that's just because I've been playing so much Tekken, which we're gonna talk about in just a minute.
Hmm.
Yeah. But before we do, I gotta tell you about who's presenting y'all gaming this week. Prize Picks. So, what is Prize Picks? Prize Picks is the largest daily fantasy sports platform in North America. We are the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just you against the numbers. Instead of battling thousands of other players, including pros and sharks, you pick more than or less than on about 2 to 6 player stat projections, and you can watch the winnings roll in. Prize Picks, very simple way to do this kind of daily fantasy stuff. You can actually win up to 100 times your money right now on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks, turning $10 into $1,000 with NBA, NHL, and college basketball entries today on Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. And now they got conference tournaments, which means the biggest moments in college basketball are getting closer. March Madness, right? That's going on right now, I think. You could be a part of the action on Prize Picks for both men and women's college basketball. Guys, Download the app today and use code YALLGAMING for a first deposit match of up to $100. That's right, a first deposit match of up to $100. It's highly encouraged to say this line as well. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Prize Picks. I don't know why
Yeah,
that was in the CTA. That was a little. It is highly encouraged for you to download the app. Check out Prize Picks. Use code YALLGAMING. $100 prize match. Check it
yes,
out.
sir.
Prize Picks.
All right, yeah. If you guys are not prize picking, well, you should be prize picking. That's all I'm saying. All right. Thank you.
Tekken 8.
Thank you, Prize Picks, and thank you, Tekken 8, for being a great game. But first, before I say how great of a time I'm having, let's hear how you're feeling about it.
True. You want me to open it up? You want me to start it out?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Well, I already know how you feel about it. Well, you could tell the
I'll
people.
tell the people. So, in case you guys didn't know, I was in Jam's Tekken Slam event this past weekend. I got hit up last week. Jam was like, "Do you want to learn how to play Tekken?" I was like, "I guess." He said, "How much have you played?" I said, "I played Tekken 4 or 5 or whatever was on the PS2, the one that Feng debuted in, which I think was 5." And
I
I
think
played
five. Yeah.
Feng and I mashed like anybody else. I don't know anything about Tekken. He said, "Good, you're going in the beginner group." I said, "Fine." Um, had a training stream where I was like, "All right, I got to learn Tekken very quickly," and then I just kind of caught the bug. And from there, I just went super hard. I just kept playing it, loved the game, had a lot of fun. Um, didn't really engage with the systems, I think, in the way
Mm,
that Tekken is supposed to be fun because you are constantly learning and progressing and finding new stuff that the opponent does and finding ways to beat it. It's like you're finding new ways to kind of cheat the game. And I think that Tekken's appeal really is that, I mean, obviously tier lists are a thing, but I think every character has a tool for nearly every issue, and you can kind of play any character like a boss character. It's just like they're just so powerful in some hands and in some circumstances, and I think that's really cool. Um, but my ass was just mashing my very simple, easy flow chart, which was based on reads and Oki, um,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and I played it a lot. And at the end of the day, I like Tekken. I think it's a great game. It's a lot of fun. I don't want to play it anymore because ranked play is annoying. Um, I'm sure it's very fun at the local level, but I've fought so many Jins that just hold down the whole game and go for their one little launcher that'll do 50% of my health. And it's like,
Mm-hmm,
yeah, I
mm-hmm.
can beat this, but it's not fun. Like, I'm not having fun with this. I could just slam you with mids because I know you're holding down every single time. But, like, I, and is it worth learning that for 30 characters and the habits of all those things and all the different moves just to get the high elo so I can actually have fun and then I'm gonna get blown out by good people? You know what I mean? It's Tekken has so much to learn and so much to adapt to and play that it's too deep for me, man. I think if I played it instead of League of Legends in my 20s, I would have had a lot more fun, but now just can't do it. Too deep.
I feel like that's was my point is that you were like the things that you have an issue with, you do not have an issue with in other games because you just played them for a long time. So,
Yes.
like, if you were to jump into League right now,
Oh yeah.
like it's been years, right? Like you played when TF like was announced or something. I don't know.
Right.
Like you played like maybe for like a year after that, and then you stopped playing all the way up until today. Then you
Yes.
hopped in and you're like, what the are all these characters doing? I feel like you'd feel the same way about League as you do Tekken. Because yeah, there is a learning curve there. What the other people can do and like what they're trying to do and whatnot. But I think that's like one of the fun parts of the game. Like
Yes.
I think also because I'm just coming from like a more fighting game background now. I just been picking up fighting games. And also don't like take my losses. I think I just have like a different mindset when it comes to losing
Mhm.
because like half the time, like when I lose, I'm like, all right, whatever that was, either I didn't know it or I just wasn't thinking. And then I'll be like, and if I wasn't thinking, that's on me. And if I didn't know it, I can go and learn it.
Sure.
And it's very quick to learn things. Like when I first played against Reina, I probably lost like the first 6 Reinas I did. And then all I did was do the one punishment training. I didn't look at none of her moves. I just did one punishment training. And then I beat the next 6 Reinas after that. And I was like, and now like, we take more time to look at stuff because, for commentary, it's good for me to know all that shit. But
Right.
uh as a player, yeah, people like have bad habits, and like I think one of the good feelings about that. I know why you don't like it because like oh these people are just trying to spam their launchers. One of the good feelings about that is like knowing someone's game plan is just circled around that and then blowing them up for it. So every time now that someone ducks and I launch them for ducking, I'm like stand up, idiot. Like
Sure.
you know what I mean? Stand up. Like, what is your punish now that I'm not throwing highs out the entire time? So, yeah, the game, I don't know. I love it, but I also like Tekken 7 a lot too. The story mode was great. I haven't done all of the little personal stories yet, but I hear though those they have some pretty funny endings too. Um, the game definitely needs work on the back end when it comes to online. Online is abysmal sometimes, and I don't even think that's
Yeah.
like I don't even think it's like everybody's fault. I mean, obviously people should go get hardwired, but at the same time, one of the things I saw too is that people who have a bad PC and they try to benchmark, the benchmark does not set you at an area that it actually helps. So if you bring your laggy ass PC on
That's funny.
online, we're still losing. Like I'm still gonna have a laggy match with you because your PC can't handle uh you know the game
Yeah.
plus you probably being online at the same time. So then my PC suffers because of that. So yeah, not a cool thing by any means. I think I've seen a lot of complaints about the system because there's been more of the more obnoxious parts of the systems. I think power crushes are a bigger thing in this game, especially with heat smash also being a power heat burst
Yeah.
being a power crush. Heat smash damage. People have been talking about that. Some people's heat smash are better than others. Some people's heat system is just better than other people's heat system. So like they're prioritized to stay in heat or just immediately use it. Um, some characters are allowed to just press buttons on you all day, and that gets kind of annoying and overwhelming. But it
Yeah.
is supposed to be a offensive game, so I kind of get it. At the same time, though, yeah, I don't think it's a perfect game by any means, but I definitely am enjoying it, playing it a lot right now. So yeah, I don't know, playing it, watching it, it's very nice.
I tried to go into the replay mode to learn some stuff, and I I went into several replays, and it never had anything for me. There are literally no tips. Like,
Oh, it never popped up.
it might be one tip a game, and I think it's because I'm not blocking enough, which is like, that's my issue is I'm pressing, so I'm getting blown up and counter hit or whatever. But it would literally have nothing for me except for like one round out of 5, it would tell me something, and I'm like, okay. Um, the thing that killed me is like I hear what you're saying about like seeing somebody's habit and blowing it up. It's just I feel like I'm fighting the same habits and the same people. Like every Jin is ducking and going for the launcher. Every Reyna is 1-1 and just slamming my block. And I'm like, all right, like I know how to beat this. It's just like I'm 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 not engaged with it in any way. Like it's like I know what the right play is. Either I do the right play and beat you, or I dick around and try to do other stuff and then I lose. And it's like that's not fun for me because they get to have fun by mashing what they're doing, and I have to respond in one way. Does that make sense? Like
Would you like to mash though?
maybe I think I'd like mashing.
You should play Law, bro.
Yeah, I was thinking
Law
that. I think it might be the character I'm playing. I was thinking that too.
A law like when the game starts, there is no concern of what's going on the other side of the screen, bro. Like that.
Sure.
all you want, all you want to do is do what works for you. And if you lose, it's like, all right. I just didn't get a chance to do what works for me enough.
Right.
But because like I think today, I think I'm gonna probably sit around and mess around him because like I've always liked that character, but I've never played him in any of the games seriously. Like, when Tekken 3 came out and it was all about who's got the coolest kicks, he was one of them. It was him, Huarang, and Eddie. So like
Yes.
that was you played one of those three characters. But now that I'm an old man and can like actually understand gameplay and flow, I'm gonna fuck around and play some Law, bro. That character
Sure.
seems kind of fun. But yeah, he's one of those characters I feel like you can just press buttons and people gotta respect it. And people don't know strings, they start getting blown up. It's a good time.
I was thinking that maybe since I was so stuck on this king thing, there might be another character that's more fun. When I was a
I'm surprised you
kid,
didn't like Paul.
I kind of liked Paul, but he's too like I think he is a simple character, but he still engages with the systems of the game in a very
Yeah.
simple way. I think
Mhm.
King, you can not engage with Tekken. It's just like, okay, I do grabs. If you mash on grabs, I do power crush. If I hit power crush, I kill you. Like you could keep winning, you keep being aggressive. Um, I feel like King doesn't have to really play Tekken. I think he
Mm,
does what you were talking about, where it's like you just kind of run your offense and you could just win off that. Um,
mhm.
I tried playing a little bit, like when I would fight those Jins I'm talking about. I would try to play more honestly in neutral in quick play because I'm like, all right, I'm not risking anything. Let me play more honestly, and I would lose unless I spammed Power Crush, and they didn't know what to do about Power Crush. But if I Power Crush, they die, and it's like I think there's just it's discovering that the mid level for this game is so huge, and people don't know. Even still, like even in purple, people don't know how to play the game. They know how to do their thing. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's
I
like,
mean, even some blues do that, bro. I played a Victor the other day that I swear I don't know, he must have been doing a challenge because it was all a power crush and expulsion. And
sure.
I was like, you made it up to blue like this? There's no way. Like, and so I was like, all right, bro. Well, you know what, man? It's gonna work on somebody, and apparently it worked on enough people for you to get to blue. He also was one. He also lost and immediately left, so I think I know how he got to blue. But
Ah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. One of those. I don't do the run back. Like if I lose, I just lose. I'm like, all right, bro.
I've heard that there's a lot more one and doneers and plug friends in blue. Like a lot more
Uh,
pluggers in blue.
yeah, I think I haven't had that happen too often yet, but also I got to blue and I've been playing mostly like quick match now just because I've been learning a bunch of other characters. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot on the timeline at the very least. These people are they take this rank very seriously. And like I'm thinking about it now. It's like the caliber of people I play, depending on rank,
Yeah,
doesn't really seem to change as much. So like I could still lose to somebody that's like in red if they know the matchup. But I could
yeah,
beat somebody that's in higher blue if they don't know the matchup. So I'm just kind of like, it's a person thing, you know?
yeah, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It's weird because Tekken has so many different ways to be good, but I don't know how to phrase this exactly. Like the game is so deep, it has so many different characters, it has so many different ways to be good that you could still surprise people. So I'm still surprised that a lot of the playstyles that I fight are the same. But you're right in that every once in a while I'll run into somebody that's like unique and like has a different approach to a matchup that's like interesting. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Um, and that's where it's fun. It's just I think Tekken itself is just so I think it's a lifestyle. Like it's a game that you
That's fair.
play. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's a game that you play not exclusively, but it can be your main game and you can put so much into it and you get out what you put in. Um it's just do you want to take that plunge?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's actually a pretty good way to look at it. I think yeah, there it's when it comes to this game in comparison to like for like other fighting games, or well, other fighting games in general, because I think it's the only 2D game that really like stays up. Like obviously, you have Virtual Fighter, you have Soul Calibur, but like
Right.
they're very, very niche on the fan basis. Like and after it comes out, you may get like a nice little boom, but like by this time in both those games lifestyle or lifespans, it's probably down to like 500 players or something, like on a regular basis.
Yeah, of course.
Tekken is doing a really good job of holding up his player base, probably because multiple genres, or not multiple genres, multiple platforms, and whatnot. Plus, the story is very engaging, which I
Right.
think brings a lot of people in as well too. But yeah, no, I think you do have to learn quite a bit about the game in some capacity. Like there's some characters you might see a lot of the same characters at times. I feel like I
Yeah.
fight Dragon off a lot and I fight Reina a lot. But then like I fight a random Yoshi and I lose to that Yoshi and I'm like, damn, I don't know what that guy was doing. So I should probably go learn that just in case. And yeah, no,
You'll
so
never
I get
see
it.
another one for another like 2 months. You're not going to see another Yoshi, you know.
But when I see him, I'm trying to make sure he knows that I know that
Yeah.
I know. So I get it.
I looked at the characters. There are 32 Tekken characters, and I think I'd be happy with 20. That's obviously a crappy thing to say for somebody who's a tourist in the game. It's kind of like take out people for me to enjoy it. So it's not like that. It's just more like I prefer smaller rosters. I think, and I think that's why I like Street Fighter 6 is because like I think it had 18 characters at the start, something like that, like 20. Um, whenever I was saying this to my coach, Brawl Pro, during the Sajam thing, it's like there's a certain type of character in Tekken 8, and I don't mean to sound like misogynistic during Women's Month. It's not that. I have fought so many like women characters that just mash on my shield, and I don't know when the string ends. You know what I'm saying? Like I fight Reina and Lily and Asuka and Nina and Xiao Yu, and it's weird because they just hit me over and over and over, and I'm blocking, and I'm like, what do I do? And when I fight like Law, he has very distinct, like, oh, he did a big backflip and this combo is over. You get what I'm saying? Like, he has a very distinct, like, this is the end of my combo. Now, Lars doesn't. Lars is like one of those characters, but I never
He
see
slides,
him.
bro. He
You know,
slides. Yeah.
he does. He's on the ground all the time, so I just block low and hope that works.
Lars is for the women, bro.
Yeah. Also, why are women harder to combo in Tekken? What's going on with that?
I don't
That's
think
messed
that's
up.
necessarily true. In fact, the bears are actually the hardest characters to combo because of their weird stubby leg thing they got
For
going
King,
on.
I can tell you for King, I have.
Oh
like,
wait, yeah, you have that. Yeah, small body, so you can't do the certain pickup.
yeah,
I
dude, I
forgot.
couldn't do the kicks.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's their month, so
Okay, so we're
you
getting
know,
a patch in April.
getting a patch in April. Women's
Up in the
hurt
hit
boxes,
boxes.
hurt boxes up by 10%.
The body
Now,
positivity patch. I like that. Yeah. Okay. I dig that. Ladies putting on a little, you know? That's okay.
a quality patch, bro. Equal
Sure.
rights and less for everybody. So you know what I'm saying. I feel it. Yeah. Well, anyway, before we get canceled, that's it for this. Have you played Cult of the Lamb?
Yeah, I didn't really like it. Why?
Okay. I don't know. I keep getting like the whole, hey, bro, like you should play this because you like action roguelikes. I'm like, well, okay, but it has not appealed to me yet. But I keep getting like the thing that's like, you should play this game next. I'm like,
Oh,
all
right.
bro.
I mean, it's technically right up your alley because it is like a roguelike thing, but the problem is that the gameplay sucks. I can tell you that. Like,
Well, then that's not up my alley. I don't like.
well, no. Here's the thing. The base building is fun. Like the village sim and like, you know, building your town or whatever, that's kind of cool. Finding your characters and stuff like that, getting the animals, that's cool. The action itself, like the combat and stuff, is bad, I think, because it's like in this weird 2D kind of thing, and it's not clear about when you're gonna get hit or not. It's very like mushy. Did you play Moonlighter?
Oh no, my camera's about to break. Whoops. I did not.
You didn't play Moonlighter? Okay.
No.
I'm trying to think of a game, like, because there are a couple of those like roguelites that are like half and half. Oh, bro lost his
Did it
color.
break?
Bro looks like
I
you
lost
look
my
like
color.
Blade Runner. Look at the colors on this. Bro's desaturated. That's fine. We were gonna cut off soon anyway.
We're gonna cut off anyway, but
yeah, it's all good. You could. Oh, he's gone. There,
I'm
you
back.
reset it.
All right.
Yeah, it's like fake
Anyway.
Hades combat, but worse. Yeah, because the enemies are just not. Anyway, you might like.
No, I'm good.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm good, bro. It's fine. I have enough roguelikes in my. I still got some I need to beat later. I got a bunch of stuff. Yo, Twitter has been like, somehow marketing me games now too, and like 3 of those are on my wish list now. I saw Cybercorp. I saw Fallen Tier, The Ascension. I don't know, like it's just I was Windblown. I was like, what the hell are these? And they just kind of scrolled down, and there they were. So, yeah, I think the next thing we'll probably talk about eventually, and it's not coming out this month, but something I'm looking forward to in the next month is that Gigantic is coming back. I got a chance to play the beta. That was very fun. And it comes back April 9th. So I'm sure we'll have a show between then, but I just know that that's the next game I'm looking forward to.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know what I'm playing next. I'm about to get into Mario Baseball, I think. But
what do you mean, like get into it? Like
there's like a competitive side to it. And we might host like a tournament for people. We'll see. We'll see.
All right.
Yeah, we're figuring it. I don't, because I'm done with Tekken. There's no other fighting games coming out, right? We're kind of. Oh wait, multiverses. Woohoo, multiverse. Dude, I watched your video. You felt this, dude. I don't. Man, what was that? Good lord, dude.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Before we get out of here, so multiverses. I don't know if you guys saw, but they were doing that thing that was like, "Yo, bro, check. We got these announcements. Oh, it's about to go down." And then it was, first of all, the time was absolutely atrocious. Who the
6 a.m. on the West Coast. Yeah.
absolutely insane, bro. Uh, and we get the video, and the video is Tony coming back and being like, "Yeah, bro. So we're in UE5, which great, okay. The internet's better, and here's 2 new stage concepts. That's it. Now they showed us some gameplay because it did look different than the other. Like a lot of the characters look bigger for some reason, but like they didn't like go over any of the gameplay mechanics on what has
Right.
changed, if anything has even changed. What they have like tried to fix or whatever, if there's any balances, no, nothing. Like nothing about that. Just hey, we have better internet and it's in UE5. Now, why did I need a week's worth of hyping for y'all to give me?
Well, they're back-end updates. They're not for players or for people to get excited for. Like, I watched it again last night. I'm like, am I a hater? And I watched it on stream. What Tony said was the game works. It has moves. It has characters who will have new moves and mechanics, and it is online. And I'm like, that's awesome, man. That's great.
Yeah. I
Love
think they have a
characters that
dash
have
attack now.
moves.
That's nice. Thank you for the dash attack. However, like I would, if you've been gone for like 8, 9 months and your first update back cannot be the game works, but we're not showing you how it works. Like that's not how that works,
They
bro.
just
Like that is
told us so much, but they didn't show anything, man. Like, I don't know. It's endlessly, and I think I don't know about you. I'm upset because I love multiverses and I want it
Mhm.
to succeed, and I don't with this kind of marketing, man. Like, I don't see it. Now I did see somebody and I don't know if you talked about this in your video. I can't remember. I had somebody who made a point that this might be because of the McDonald's thing, because they had
Mm.
the McDonald's promo and maybe they were locked in for that, and the game's not ready right now, but they
Mhm.
had to get locked in for March. So they're like, okay, we have to push out something before this McDonald's thing. So which makes sense, but like, damn, that sucks. Poor
Yeah.
devs, you know?
I think straight up, if multiverses fails again, I'm kind of like I'm giving up on the genre of platform fighters, bro, because none of these shits can ever stick. Outside of like you have rivals, which I won't even say rivals is like sticking. I think it's sticking to the niche that we already have. So
I
like
agree.
Smash players like rivals,
Yep.
but like I don't really know a lot of people that like never played a platform fighter, and they're like, you know what really slaps right now, bro? Like you're not gonna see some guy just randomly bust out rivals at like a house party. Like that's not
Exactly, yeah.
happening, you know. So, but multiverses has the IP to do that, you know. So, and so did Nick, and Nick is not doing well either. So I'm like, all right, you people who have these big IPs keep hiring teams that either are suck at marketing or focusing on the wrong thing,
Yeah.
and then the game fails. Now, if it fails again, uh, yeah, it's just Smash because like Smash is Smash, right?
Right.
Multiverses has the IP to be a Smash competitor. It didn't. Nick had the IP to be a Smash competitor. It didn't. There's other good games. Like I think that Combo Devils is very fun. I think
Yeah.
that Rivals is very fun, but I don't think that's marketed toward just casual players. So the casual player will not find the fun in that, but the person who does like platform fighters will find it. So when
Of
you're
course.
taking a little bit of this little bit, it's hard to sell a game. So therefore, I'm starting to think that platform fighters are just a hard thing to sell. You know?
I was thinking that I never really thought of it until the way that you put it, which is like nobody's busting that out at a house party. If somebody busted out Rivals of Aether at like a rager, like a keg party, what the is that guy's problem? That guy's weird, man. Imagine that. Like it doesn't have the vibe, man. That's like
Yo, who got the rival?
yo, I'm trying to play some Zetterburn. Yo, bro, come on. They got Clarin in this? Like
Oh man.
that's kind of weird. Yeah, I think you're right that Rivals will like always be stuck like it's stuck on Smash in that way. That's weird.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. So only Smash can get away with that. And even then, when I do go to a house party, when I did go to a house party, I hated when people did that because
yes.
like
Yep.
what it delved down to was someone always knew who I was, and they would lose, and they'd be like, "Bro, you can't like you might, but you can't be." And then now here I am stuck at the Smash setup, beating a bunch of people who think they would like, "Yeah, man, no, I can beat them." No, you can't.
You
no,
won't.
you. I don't know you. You cannot beat me. I don't care. Like, and then here it is. I'm playing Pichu and Melee against your Link, and you're like, damn, that guy's really good. No, I'm not. Like, you're just really bad. Like,
The funny thing is, it always happened where like you'll be like playing free for alls with items on random characters, and then somebody finds out that you're good, and like, yo, let's get a 1-on-1. I want you to try. I want you to try. Pick your best character. I'm like, nah, man, I don't want to pick my best character. Go ahead, pick your best character. I'm like, I don't, dude. Come on, let's not kill the vibe. And like, two other people are in the free for all, and they're like, no, let's just play free for all. He's like, nah, let me get this 1-on-1 because he's trying to show off to them. You know what I mean? He's trying to, and you're just like, dude, come on, let's. It's weird when the casual players are the competitive ones because you're like, man, we're not trying to make it all serious. We're having a good time.
And now look at you getting pillar comboed. Like, who asked for this? Okay, I was fine not playing Falco. You asked me to play Falco, and now you can't play the game. How does that feel?
And now I look like a dork because now everybody can see how good I am. Now you made us both look bad, bro. It's just. It's messed up. But that's Y'all Gaming, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got another episode next week, maybe. We'll have something to talk about. Thanks to Prize Picks for sponsoring this episode. You going to stream?
Yeah, I'm gonna go play some Law. So y'all should come through and watch that and see if I can learn some Law in record time. So
have fun.
Yeah.
When
All right.
when you rank up, how does it like? How do your other characters rank up? Are you in? Like,
I think all my
Destroyer
characters
or
are currently.
Orange,
I think
I
they're
saw you
all
hit
in
blue.
I think they're all in red now, or
Damn, they go to red.
they're either red or eliminator, one or the other. But like, I can get anybody to red immediately because red is that's a fake rank, bro.
Sure.
Fake ass rank, bro.
I feel that.
Yeah, man. Anyway, click this, hit follow if you haven't already, and or just show up because that's where we're gonna go.
Yep. All right, guys. We'll see you soon. Go watch TK stream. We'll see you next week for Y'all Gaming. But that's gonna do it. Goodbye.